Bulls.
Fourth versus fifth seed. I'll drop it straight down. Yeah.
Yeah. That you know what? I don't remember what my first pill was in tournament play, but I know it wasn't that cool looking. So definitely a better board, I would say, on Pleco's side, just to start off with. William, not as much access. I mean, really doesn't have any problems with access to red. It's just that that stack on the right-hand side, I think, might be a little worrisome, just as far as how the game is going to go later on.
The only potential annoyance for this level block is at the beginning of the board. There's potentially a lot of void on the board to potentially consider, so you have to worry about drop time off the rip. But both these players seeming to do really well. Double red help would be like amazing for William. But a good horizontal on the blue down at column number 2, 8 to 6 in this early board.
Yeah, and he goes ahead and takes the drop time here to drop out this this double blue, or this blue pill, blue virus rather. I know what I'm talking about. And it's
Never
I think
doubted
that
it
was a
for a
good choice.
second.
Yeah, I think that was a good choice. Just go ahead and get it out of the way. Meanwhile,
Oh,
Pleco dealing with a little bit of garbage as we got just a touch of screen flicker there. It's not going to be a big deal. Uh, but Pleco actually getting all the garbage out of the way, and with the right plays, we'll be free and clear here.
yeah, going to be out at. I'm not entirely sure. The timer is not going on William's side. I've just realized.
Yep,
Uh,
just saw that myself.
so going to have to see what's going to happen with that, but did get out of 5 first.
Yeah, and
Like, hmm?
I was gonna say our viewers usually somebody in the chat has already probably double checked and knows exactly what the timer difference is. So we will have that information before we try to call who's going to win this match.
Yeah. Um, so Pleco making really quick work of this level 5.
Yeah, I'd say Pleco's got a slightly more favorable board. Everything clustered over there on that left-hand side and setting up a horizontal. I think this may be a fat log. There
Oh,
it is, one fat log.
yeah. Get your fat logs in chat.
Yep, as William, the board is really floaty on this side, so that is going to end up being an issue. But I like this vertical on top of horizontal setup. If he can get this, oh, that flipped the wrong way. That's not going to be a big deal. Going to be able to get taken care of right there. If he can get everything prioritized correctly on column 5, that is going to be a yellow blue to end that series will be really nice.
Looking over towards Pleco's board, setting up quite handily for a horizontal out of that blue virus on column 1. Just needing the right pills to do it. Is going to be clear on that. Ooh, set up for another fat log. Go on. Oh.
Yeah, well, sometimes you just have to take what is the best speed play. So out of the 350 is Pleco. And oh, that's the play we were looking for from William. William's going to be out just a little bit later. We did get confirmation about 2-3 seconds advantage for Pleco on the timer as William started 2 to 3 seconds before she did.
Which could make all the difference in this first game.
Yes,
Need a
indeed.
lot of red,
So,
a lot of red on the board there at the beginning. Now just needs to break through everything else, but still has good color diversity. Does Pleco here? Meanwhile, on Williams' board, just needs to more or less prioritize board health at this point.
yeah, and you know, when you mentioned all the red need, I thought you were talking about Williams board because of how red dependent it is.
Yeah.
It's a very red board, and that, you know, we have seen top players brought low by just way too much red showing up on the board. Uh, William, though, able to get that sandwiched double pair there and starting to get double reds, really hoping for a double red blitz. It doesn't come.
Oh,
I can't say I'm terribly surprised, but I do like the idea that William is setting up here. I think this should work out. He's going to need to drop another blue, but now is really dependent on a blue red and just decides to go for it regardless.
yeah.
You know, just go ahead and get the play out of the way. And now, red yellows are going to be very helpful. That's going to help with this horizontal. And yeah, good
Free and
plays
clear.
there. Both of them, though, going to need a lot of red to get out of this board.
Yeah, and oh, you could have left Pleco could have left that virus on top of that red in column 3, set up for a horizontal on the 2, just above in columns 1 and 2. Elected not to go for it. We'll claim the horizontal there. 2 to 3 viruses here left, and William is going to be out of 6 first, into 7 here. So it's going to get a little bit close.
Assume that was about a 611 for William
Roughly about a 611.
out of level 6. So this level 7 gonna be the decider in this game, as Pleco just needs this last red. Gonna be out at a 628 and playing catch up. But oh, look at all those doubles. There's so many prime setups here. Let's see if Pleco can find them and capitalize on them. I love the opportunity for a T here. Not gonna take it. That is totally cool. Uh, gonna get this out of the way, and yeah, could be looking at a horizontal on at least 2 of these yellows in the bottom right hand of the board, as William is gonna get a big red here, and gonna try to find the time to set these reds up and knock down 4 all at once.
Hopefully going to be getting the color combo to deal with that, but these boards have been really red heavy through the course. Brilliant combo down there by Pleco to sort of free up the board. We'll need to start addressing that left hand side though, because it's going to build up and potentially could face drop time because of it. Great.
Yeah,
Yeah, horizontal out of that.
the blue red was the pill to do that with, so we'll see if another one
Ooh.
shows up for Pleco. Oh, nice clear there from William.
Yeah, but look at what Williams setting up. A double red here would be brilliant, but it's whether or not the doctor will be kind enough to do so. Never mind, that opportunity's kind of gone for the full clear, as the double red makes an appearance every single time. Thanks, Doc.
Yes, and William gonna get this blue out of the way. Now down to yellows and reds, and Pleco's got some opportunities here, but all those blues are locked up. So gonna take some horizontals to try to knock this out. This is a very close match. I know the it's 6-2, but those two are not as easily accessible for Pleco. And oh, that's gonna be exactly what she needs. If she can get 2 more blues, there's 1.
There's the
There
other.
is 2. Wow, out
Oh,
at an 849.
right as William gets 2 more out of there. We'll need to just double check that,
But
because
William out at what we would assume to be about an 851, 853.
yeah,
But
we're gonna have to check the time on that specifically, just to double check.
yeah. So tentatively, we're going to assume that it goes to Pleco, but we're going to double check. We're going to double check Williams' timer, just make sure. But yeah, that is what we are thinking here in the first game.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
provisionally, this like I believe Pleco has it provisionally, but we can't confirm it.
Yeah, and William talking about how it's different with different games. Yeah, if you're used to running on race time or used to using an auto splitter, getting reaccustomed tapping that button. It takes some getting used to. I've done it before. I've actually split in the middle of a qualifier,
Oh
not
no.
realizing that I didn't have splits. It didn't take for some reason, but I freaked myself out in the middle of a qual. Oh me. Anyway, yeah, it is definitely the sort of thing that you just gotta remember. And if you've been doing a lot of splitting yourself and maybe your racing isn't set for splits, we've seen it all. We really have.
Like when you're doing like 0 to 10s or 0 to 20s, when you accidentally split twice, it happens.
Yeah. Luckily, I know my backup split and my go forward split because those things are very helpful. All right. So again, just waiting on confirmation from our wonderful restreamer. But we do have our readies from our players, so once we get that information, we should be pretty close to sending it on into game two.
And we are back. So we've had a talk in the booth, and the official decision is William got the crown by a second.
Yes, indeed.
By
It was
1 second, William takes the first crown. Unbelievable.
yeah, it was Dave was checking timestamps. He had us double checking his math, And yeah, that is what it came down to, 1 second difference. So William is going to get crown number one.
Welcome to game number one on the silver speed bracket for February 2025.
All right,
Oh boy.
players go ahead and ready back up, and we will get into game number two. I appreciate your time as we make sure that we get everything exactly right.
I can't believe it. It's like that. That's that's the closest I think I've ever seen a game go to.
Oh, you haven't seen a tie yet.
I've never seen a tiebreaker. We were so close to calling it a tie as well on that one.
Oh, oh, we've had double tiebreakers before.
Oh no.
Yes, so it will happen. You know it's gonna happen. All
Ready
right,
from both
so
players.
let's do this.
3, 2, 1. Pills. Game two in this best of three.
All right, players are off. We have timers running.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't like the lack of red access for William here at the top of this board, and that misdrop is not going to make it easier for him.
Not at all.
So that's going to be tough. But I do see a double red that I don't think is where Pleco wanted it either. So could be both players are dealing with some just minor misdrops here. But then again, it could be that they're planning things that I don't have. I don't have knowledge of. Can't wait to find out.
William horizontaled out that troublesome red that the misdrop was on top of. So brilliant wherewithal to take that action on there. Double red coming down could potentially look, yep, is going to lower it down there and is going to probably get the horizontal on that yellow there. 9 plays 12. Pleco just trying to find a way through this. And is going to look to horizontal out the blue and does so.
Meanwhile, Pleco had some misdrops on the top of the board there, and she is now just getting everything cleared back up. Still has a red still half on top of that blue in column 2. That's going to be about the only real danger zone, but just a lot of setups that aren't going to be able to resolve. She's going to have to take everything pretty well vertically, I think, and that is slowing her down. So with a 2-10 lead now, it is William in a pretty good position as he's out at a 143.
Yeah, 143 out of 4 and 5. Meanwhile, Pleco having a lot of trouble. Things are starting to get buried, but that horizontal is going to help things a lot.
Yeah, and this is one of those levels where you just have to, once it's over, take a breather, stop for a second, go, okay, I've got
Oh, I
this,
like
and
it.
just keep on going.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, gonna get that fat log.
Ooh,
Is
this is fun.
here's the deal about bad levels. They happen to everybody.
Oh,
So
yeah.
even if your opponent, even if your opponent's well ahead, they're one bad level away from having you caught right back up. So is going to be Pleco out of 242, and William playing pretty solidly here on this level 5, just trying to find something to really break through this board.
Pleco really does need to break on through to the other side. On this level 5 is finding a way to do so. Great horizontals actually coming out of Pleco as well. So this is all working out for her here.
Yeah, I like what she's done with the top of this board, as William also getting some good spots. It's just everything's kind of floaty, and I know he's thinking kill the drop time, kill the drop time. That's kind of, the mantra as you're really cracking on getting good at this game. And it isn't always obvious what the best ways to do that are. So taking the extra second to think, always a good idea. And it's working out again for William as he is just a couple of pills away from finishing this. Is dependent on a no, not dependent on a yellow blue. Finds a way through it, out at 4 minutes into level 6.
Yeah, but I want to say Pleco is not out of this yet, is really playing well. This has really been a monster of a 5 from Pleco here. Only needing 2 more viruses. Meanwhile, William does manage to get a start. Could potentially set up for an a double yellow would have been incredible there. As
There it is.
it just appears. Yep, check not in the mail this time. Not in the mail.
Yeah, so at 20 to 24, now 19 to 24, it is still William in the lead, but Pleco making up ground as she's got a lot of yellow at the bottom of this board and is looking for optimal strategies to get rid of it. Going to take a triple there to get it within 4.
This is getting closer.
Meanwhile,
We're not even on final level.
yeah, definitely. Meanwhile, William, again with some floaty viruses on top, those yellow and red at the top might turn into
Oh,
a problem. I do like getting this column 8 taken care of.
yeah, Pleco had a little bit of a misdrop there, managed to clean it up quite quickly, but has kind of locked herself off from the bottom of this board. So kind of going to be needing to break through those reds. Columns 1, 4, 5, and 8 to have any chance of getting through to them bottom viruses. Gets that done now, so it can easily work away there. 6 to 13. William in control so far.
Yeah, a double red was possible to slide over there for Pleco, but that's one of those moves you're not sure how comfortable she is with it.
Mm.
And turns out she, did not try to go for it. I don't blame her. As William out just north of 6 minutes and on into this final level, level 7. So we will see what that does for him as Pleco with a fat log.
Big old fat log right there. Out of 5 viruses left on their level 5. So needs to do a little bit of catch up here with William in the driver's seat with the first crown of this match as well. So I need to try and catch up here.
And now I'm not sure about that blue-yellow placement for Pleco. It might have been just a complete misdrop. We'll see kind of where it goes. Yeah, okay. So Pleco going to have to go vertically now. Had that red set up on the right-hand side, but a double blue or some combination of red blues or there's the double blue covers it up. Is going to now need 2 yellows to kind of finish everything out. There's 1 yellow. There's the second, and Pleco going to be joining William.
Off to the races now. Pleco needs to be, and that board potentially a little bit staggered for Pleco, but might be able to work it out here. Hello?
All right, so we've got. Oh, let's see. Yeah, Pleco not going to go for that big swim there. Is going to get the double blue though. That's going to help move this board down. But at this point, you hate to use cliches, but it does seem pretty academic as William down to just needing 3 more yellows.
Yeah, gets 1, only needs 2 more, and we'll take it out hard. All is good. Then William will go through to face Cat Pants.